All right, we are in the post show. Let's switch over to the post show channel, and if anybody else wants to join in the post show, feel free to
Yeah.
jump in. I know there's some people there. Oh, I didn't know. Apologize.
There is one question in the podcast questions that I think is appropriate for the post show that we can cover.
Yeah, great.
Um, which character in Star Wars would you compare Mino to?
Yeah, Mino. Who is Mino in Star Wars? Bill Burr played a kind of wisecracking mercenary in the first season of Mandalorian. I
He
forget.
did?
Yeah, I forget what Bill Burr. Oh yeah, that was a great episode too.
Oh, now I'm gonna watch the show finally.
I forget what his character's name was. But it's kind of a jailbreak episode. The Mandalorian's all about classic TV tropes, and so it's kind of this jailbreak or train break. I mean, it is kind of like it's a space train, right? Like a spaceship or a ship. I think it's a prison starship. So it's kind of like a jailbreak train robbery kind of thing. And so, yeah, he's like this wise. I mean, he's like classic Bill Burr. He did a great job. And so I think that would be a good like wisecracking mercenary in the Star Wars underworld. That'd be a good role for him.
I was gonna say Jar Jar.
Yeah, Jar Jar Binks. Yeah. That's good.
That's the safe choice.
Ouch! I love Jar Jar. I'm so glad Abed got some redemption. People just crapped on him as a human being. And Jake Lloyd, the little boy who played Anakin in the first thing, like anything that it was like any of that was their fault, right? And I like the first episode one fine. I don't have any problems with it, but the guy who played Jar Jar has been hosting a Disney Plus Star Wars like Temple Run game show. It's really good. It's a family kind of thing, but the kids love it. It's great. I'm glad he's kind of back in the Star Wars community and we aren't like sending him hateful like emails and stuff and making him want to kill himself, because that's really bad. Sometimes Star Wars fans can be just terrible human beings. And I am, obviously. I mean, if you anybody else have any thoughts? Black Cloud's with us, Black Nero on YouTube in the post show.
Well, I said I picked the Stormtrooper, because he's always making shots, and many of them miss.
Oh, I was fishing for that joke, but I didn't know how to deliver it. But that was it.
Oh,
that was
that's nice. Wow, Inkwelder, do you want to come in and talk about Saban? There's some.
Shit, I want to talk about Saban.
There's some Saban hype. I watched Black Cloud and Inkwelder did a reaction video to Saban's LD, who's in. Hey, Respoina, how you doing? And yeah, Saban's great.
I was doing the Lufenia with him while the show was going, and wow, that was fun.
With Saban?
Yeah, oh yeah, he's good. He's real good.
Hi guys, what's up?
Hey Rez,
Hello.
how are you doing?
Oh, I took like a 15-minute nap or something,
Oh, that's
and
rough.
it felt fantastic. But now I'm going to be awake until about 5 a.m. So that'll be
Do you do that thing that you're supposed to do? I've read this on the internet. You're supposed to drink a cup of coffee or have a shot of espresso and then take your 15-minute nap.
I do that.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Does that work for you? I need to try that. Not that I
does.
would ever have an opportunity to actually take
I
it.
hate coffee and anything that tastes like coffee, so I can't do that.
Yeah, you're not.
It would help me. It would help me so much, but I really hate the taste. I can't even do coffee ice cream.
Wow, that's impressive.
That's fair. I mean, I think you reach a certain point in your life because coffee tastes. I tell my kids. I have 3 little kids, and they're often like, "Dad, why do you drink coffee?" Don't you like coffee? And I'm like, "Yeah, I know. I hate coffee. Coffee's terrible. It tastes like death. Like, why do you drink it? Because if I don't drink the coffee, I will kill you. That's why." I
I
mean,
got it that
yeah.
bad, but
I mean, the coffee is, yeah. I don't like coffee at all, but I drink it. Straight, nothing in it. You just black as your soul. That's the only way to do it. It's an acquired taste, whatever the hell that means.
do none of these lightnings in co-op have the LD? None of them? Oh my god!
No.
Wow.
I don't know if you've read this. Maybe I don't know how how much of the community it's permeated. Maybe Rez it's
Oh, it's
seen it
everywhere.
on her channel,
It's everywhere.
her Discord. But yeah,
I thought it was a joke.
apparently BT only lightning. LD is not required. You don't need LD weapons. Just burst weapons are the way to go. Chase all the burst weapons. Don't pull on any LDs. Just get the burst weapons. I read that on the internet. Seems like good advice.
This
Oh,
is
that's
horrible. Neither of them have the LD, so they're just doing normal lightning damage.
That's rough. 11 White Claws, Inkwelder. That's
No, I just had one. Oh god,
See-
I didn't even notice I typed 1-1.
when you came in chat and you said I had 15, I was like, oh no, not again. But then you said minute nap.
Oh god, no, guys, I don't actually drink that much. I appear like I do, but I
You have not done a good
I
job making the case for
don't
that.
actually drink that much. It's just like occasionally when I'm being celebratory. Like I had 2 Cosmos on stream on Monday, and that was a lot. So like I'm a small human. I can't drink that much. So like it doesn't.
Limits were meant to be broken.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I got absolutely lit on Monday off those 2 Cosmos, but I also hadn't eaten anything. So
What was Monday? Oh, that was a stream.
Monday
right?
was the stream.
Yes, I saw you apologize to your community.
Yeah, it was a lot. It was a lot of fun, but I may have had too much to drink.
I'll be right back.
It does happen sometimes. That is for sure. But your lightning polls went not too bad, so I won't spoil. You can check out Rez's lightning polls on her.
Hey, people are asking you to put my Sudoku back on the stream. Just do it while we talk. Trying to figure this out.
Who is asking? Who's asking?
I
that?
am.
Who
I
is asking that? Who is asking that?
Pre-mobile game days, I used to use Sudoku to like help me fall asleep
One.
because it was just mindless enough, but also like interesting enough not to be boring, but also just mindless enough to put me to sleep.
I do Picross puzzles when I don't feel like playing DFFOO.
Oh, I used to love Picross. I just haven't played it in so long. Do you play a specific one? Like any of the themed one?
No, I don't play any specific themed ones, though I think I've been playing a specific version called Picross Luna,
Mm-hmm.
which doesn't have a specific theme to it. It's just a pretty beefy free mobile one, so it's worked out for me.
So, Arrow, we forgot to mention the big news that we are the #1 ranked gaming podcast in the Philippines. So,
yeah, you gotta share all the stats.
Congratulations!
No way, that's awesome.
Congratulations to us. I don't know if it's true or not, but we did get
Supposedly,
That's so cool.
we did get an email that we are the #1. We do have a lot of listeners in the Philippines. So, I mean, it's possible that we are the #1 rated gaming podcast in the Philippines. So, so to all of our Filipino followers, thank you. Keep sharing the good news of the Crystal Chronicles and the City of Final Fantasy Opera Omnia. But yeah, we do have a pretty good, there's a lot of folks over there. Beautiful, beautiful place. Have some friends from that area of the world. And yeah, so.
I didn't realize we had a following in the Philippines, but that's awesome.
Yeah. Lord touch me. I'm from the Philippines. Lots of other folks. I mean, there's tons of people in our community. We have a big Italian community too. Obviously our friend Macelleno is in Italy, but lots of Italian streamers. I'm on I was invited to the Italian Discord. So there's an Italian language Discord. I am not Italian. I don't know. I don't know what you want me to do, Mino. I don't have any idea how you want me to make that happen.
You joined the Discord stream that I'm streaming into the room, and you just put it onto the thing. You did this before, remember when we split the EFO?
Okay. Let me see if I can let me see if I can figure this out here.
You did it before, didn't you?
He wants you to watch his stream, and then put it on the podcast.
Yeah,
stream.
I will try to do it. We will see what we can do here. We will see what we can do.
Okay, it's on screen.
You broke it.
No, that's not it. Hold on.
You popped out the player to another window.
I did. Their Discord. Oh. Oh. Hate doing this kind of stuff.
You got to capture a different window, I think.
You're
Not
using
you popped
Ops,
it out.
right?
Yes.
Inkwelder, I'll give you a scene. So when I was in college, I was taking this biology class, and I pulled an all-nighter for an exam, and I went to the cafe that was in the library, and I decided I drink chai lattes often, not because of the caffeine, just because I like the way they taste. So I got this thing called the chai charger, which is a chai latte with a shot of espresso in it. I took one sip and I had to throw it out. I couldn't do it. So I can't do any slight taste of coffee. I can't do the smell. I hate it so much.
Well, it's awful. You shouldn't drink it. It's terrible.
I acquired a taste for espresso over time. I still don't like drinking them straight. I need to put heavy sugar in them. It is something I did develop. I've cut out a lot of caffeine from my diet in the last several months, though.
That is good. Caffeine is terrible. I did a lot of research on caffeine for my undergraduate degree. It's not good for you. You shouldn't drink it. Hey, there's Halcyon. There is good coffee. No, I mean, I love coffee. Don't get me wrong. I have a problem. I love coffee.
I mean, I feel like alcohol is an acquired taste. Nobody likes alcohol right away. It's an acquired taste that you get used to because you like the after effect. It's the same with coffee.
It all tastes like
yeah,
candy,
I have no desire to like coffee though.
You shouldn't. You're better without it.
So I figure like I'm already, I already like a lot of things that are bad for you. So why should I try to force myself to like one more?
Which is fair, but I'm saying like I know a lot of people that drink alcohol that say I don't know how people like coffee, and I feel like it's the same thing. Nobody likes.
Oh,
alcohol.
Did I say that? I totally get why people like coffee. I mean, my mom gets a legit migraine if she does not have her coffee by noon. So.
Oh, that would be terrible. Oh yeah.
I just don't.
I can't even imagine not having coffee until noon. Might as well just stab me in the face. It's terrible. Thankfully, it only takes a couple days to get rinse it out of your system, but then you have to have no caffeine whatsoever, which you're surprised at how much stuff has caffeine in it. Yeah,
sounds like you need to get caffeine out of your diet, Mark.
No, it's wonderful. Yeah, TXB Gaming says, I can't stand alcohol, tea, coffee, none of them. Teetotaler Zeno is over there eating Vegemite and eating koalas or whatever they do down there. Do you like Zeno? Do you like Vegemite? We've talked about this. No. I mean, no. It's good. You should be. You can come on stream too if you want.
No.
So I do. We were talking about Vegemite. We were watching.
No.
I've never had it. I need to have some. I mean, it's not like part of my diet anyway. So, but yeah. So we were watching Holiday Sugar Rush, and Zumbo, the Australian confectioner, it is one of the judges on there, and so they were talking about Vegemite for some reason. Oh no, I watched. There's this guy called Guga Foods. He's this cool guy who just does a lot of like fun like grilling experiments on YouTube. Guga, Gugu, I think. And he dry aged a steak, like a large piece of meat, in Vegemite, and apparently it was terrible. He like slathered it with Vegemite
God.
and dry aged it for
No.
30 days. He does like crazy things like that. So, but I will say this one thing. I've never had Vegemite. I take it or leave it. I hear it's it's something, lots of people like it. But the Australians have the Tim Tams, which are a delicious biscuit or cookie. Just amazing snack food. And so I will always love my Australian friends for the delicious Tim Tams. I could eat an entire bag of Tim Tams and then another bag and then several others. They're like Australian Girl Scout cookies. Do you have Girl Scout cookies in Australia? I mean, I feel like Tim Tams are kind of like Girl Scout cookies. They're freaking delicious.
What's everyone's favorite Scout cookie? The question.
Yeah, what is everyone's favorite Girl Scout cookie? I like the shortbread cookies, where they're called trifoils. No,
Those are
the regular
delicious.
ones. Zarathi says tagalongs, then Thin Mints. Everybody loves Thin Mints. Thin Mints in the freezer. Arrow, do you have a?
Thin Mints.
My husband says Thin Mints.
Oh,
I
Thin
say
Mints.
Samoas. But I do
Samoas.
have a soft spot for the lemon cookies
The
with
red
tea.
box. I like Riku, the red box. I like the red. That's my wife likes Samoas. They're the purple box. The true foils are blue. Peanut butter Yoshi pasta. Too much sugar.
My go-to is their
Mistletoe.
peanut butter sandwiches,
Oh yeah.
which are different from the peanut butter patties. But I love the peanut butter sandwiches so much. And then the Samoas are also great. And the shortbread ones, but peanut butter sandwiches.
A couple years ago, they did do, I don't know if they're still doing them, but a couple years ago, they did introduce a s'more cookie that I thought was quite delicious. A s'more flavored cookie. I don't know if it had all three, graham cracker, chocolate, and marshmallow. I assume it did in there, but it was quite
Mark,
delicious.
I do recall them having those cookies last year, because I remember the kids at my job would come in with, and ask me to buy Girl Scout cookies, and I do recall the s'mores one being on there.
I am a pastor. I have thousands of Girl Scout cookies. We've just been buying them. Like my niece sells them, and we've always had nieces that have sold them, but lots of kids in church, obviously, and we've just gotten to the point where we just buy them for overseas active duty service people. like we're not supposed to be eating them, and I can't have like 40 boxes of Girl Scout cookies. Yes, you can freeze them, but that's not a healthy lifestyle. So yeah, good question.
Fuck.
Yeah, we can watch Mino fail at Sudoku like Lufania, so that's good. Any other, the peanut gallery? We still got a bunch of people watching this for some reason.
It's a Sudoku.
Any other any other pressing questions for the panel? Like, what's your favorite Girl Scout cookie? That was a great question, Rez. Good question. It's been tough, I tell
Girl
you.
Scout cookies now.
Yeah, now I'm thinking about
I have
We
not had Girl Scout cookies in years.
we I'm my family's Christian. I'm a pastor, so it makes sense. But we're big into Advent calendars, and so if you're not familiar with Advent, Advent is the season leading up to Christmas. Christmas is not a Christmas is a season, 12 days in the Christian year, and Advent's the season leading up to it. And so for quite some time, my entire life, we've had Advent calendars, and they're generally just December. So December 1st to 25th, every day you either make your own calendar and put something in to kind of keep the counting down to Christmas. Growing up, you went to the dollar store and you got Advent calendars that were filled with little chocolates, right? Like cheap ass, awful chocolates, but as a kid, you thought they were great. Well, Advent calendars have taken off in recent years. So I think we have 8 Advent calendars at our house. Like we have a really nice wall hanging one that's, just like one that you reuse. I have a Lego Harry Potter. I've had 10 years of the Lego Star Wars ones, but they keep repainting. So I have the Lego Harry Potter Advent calendar. My boys have Hot Wheels Advent calendars. My daughter has a Little People Advent calendar. My wife has a Friends TV show Advent calendar. And then our cousin, this is what I'm getting back to, is a baker, and she has made Advent Children calendar. That's a different. If we got an Advent Children calendar, that'd be great. But she does a cookie Advent calendar. Google Advent calendar for Advent. The other day I was trying to come up with a children's sermon for Advent, about Advent calendars, and so I did Advent calendar children's, and all I got was Advent children stuff. But yeah, so she made a homemade Advent calendar with every single day's a homemade cookie, and so that's not good for you. 25 days of delicious. Yes, capiche, we do. At our church, we have a very large Advent wreath, and every Sunday in Advent, you light a candle, either a purple or usually the third week is pink, and each candle represents one of the themes of Advent, which are hope, joy, peace. Well, it's hope, peace, joy, and love. And then the middle candle is the Christ candle that you light on Christmas. So that's the calendar. And if you're Swedish, you wear the little thing on your head with candles, and then you burn the house down. So Santa Lucia, that's the Swedish tradition.
Oh my God, American didn't have that. I had money, but I remember so vividly, and I didn't remember it now.
Wait, what? Rez, you're coming in pretty laggy, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. The internet's really bad right now for some reason.
Oh, that's not good.
Where'd BC go? I thought he was in here.
BC had to step out.
Okay, good.
Is this better?
Yes. Yeah, you're much clearer now, Rez. So yes, tell us about what you were talking about.
Just American Girl. There one American Girl doll that was.
Oh.
So there's one girl who was Swedish. I remember her Christmas actually had a dress. I did not remember until just now. Until you did it almost.
Yeah, Lucia. Yeah, Santa Lucia, right? Moomeister's. Our Swedish audience is correcting me. Please do. But yeah, American Girl doll. Yeah, that's an experience going to the American Girl doll in Chicago. I'm sure there's stores other places too, but there's one here in. I think it's lag on Rez's part. I don't think it's.
Yeah, it's lagging.
I don't think it's
White Claw.
I don't think it's
just lag.
I think it's White Claw related.
Oh my God. White Claw has 5% alcohol, you guys.
It is basically like 5%. Drinking water. It's
fine.
Basically water.
It's beer.
I've had several of them, and I've not felt anything. So, oh, but yeah, good. I think, does anybody here, you got Christmas decorations up? Christmas tree or any, like holiday decorations? Is that something you guys do?
Oh my God, yes. Fuck, I'm still lagging, aren't I?
Yep.
All right, I'll give it for friends since the internet is terrible.
Poor internet. Yeah, we need to find maybe sometime this weekend. It's been a busy month for us with everybody at home and trying to get everything done, but we got to get our tree up. I was a little concerned because we live in a new, more affluent area of the world. And I started after Thanksgiving, even a little bit before Thanksgiving, I started seeing all the Christmas lights. And I love Christmas lights. Like, I love people who decorate their house. Like, I think that's so cool. I'm just, when it comes to that kind of crap, I'm like super lazy. Like, I don't want to get on a ladder and like staple lights to my gutters. Like, I would love if someone did it for me. I have no desire to do that as a human being. But yeah, it's like apparently a big thing in my town now, so I might get peer pressured into doing it. So. I think one of my neighbors has 4,000 inflatables, I think.
Oh my God.
I think that's a shy estimate, but like every inflatable that you can buy, I'm pretty sure. Not a huge yard. Yeah, Chris, no. Yeah, definitely. So Ink, I am allergic to actual pine trees. Like actually, not, like some people say, oh, Jimmy, you're allergic to dogs. That's why we can't have a dog. Like if I touch a wreath made out of actual like Christmas pine, I will break out like instantly.
Oh my God.
Yes,
That's awful.
I cannot get near I am allergic to Christmas. No, I'm just allergic to certain types of trees, apparently. And that is one of them. Your kind of classic pine.
Mark is the Grinch.
So we have fake Christmas trees, several of them in our house, and we keep our nativities up all year long. Obviously, if you're not familiar with nativities, it's just like a scene of Christ's birth. So why not a rosemary bush? I guess we could do something else. We also have cats, and if you're familiar with cats and trees, that's a little issue too. But yeah, no, I'm actually fairly like at least skin allergic to. I've not like gone into shock or anything, but my entire skin will break out if I just touch it. So yeah. So yeah, we do have we have fake Christmas trees in our house. We need to get ours up here. But we keep our nativities up. We have all kinds of nativities. Again, I'm a pastor, so people buy me crosses and people buy me nativities, and we like nativities, so that's fine. But
all right, I moved out into the living room closer to the
That sounds a
router,
lot
so
better.
hopefully this is clearer. But Christmas is my absolute favorite season. My family actually has a pretty big Christmas tradition. When my mom was growing up, she grew up in a very large Italian Catholic family of 12 people. But every year her mom would get each of the kids an ornament so that they could then like mark it with the year and everything, so that they could then take it with them. So my mom has has 2 huge boxes of ornaments, and so she's continued that tradition with me and my siblings. But instead of getting everybody the same ornament every year like my grandma did, because understandably she had 10 children, my mom will get us one that's like representative of our year, whatever it might be. And so now we each of the siblings has a big box of ornaments. And December 1st is my favorite day of the year, because usually on November 30th my mom and I will go pick out a really big Christmas tree. This year it was 16 feet. And we will spend December 1st decorating it in my parents' house and baking cookies, and I'll play a bunch of, Charlie Brown Christmas songs on the piano and everything. And so we did that a little bit earlier this year because December 1st is on a Tuesday. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. It's our second biggest tree. Our biggest one was 17 feet 2 years ago. But The one that I get for my condo is only like 8 feet, so it's not as impressive, but it's still very cute.
My wife's sister-in-law, I guess you could say, is helping somebody do the decoration for O'Hare, which is our big airport. And so she had like a 30-foot Christmas tree the other day. She had her entire SUV filled with giant pine cones, like thousands of pine cones.
The topic
wow.
has clearly changed.
Yeah, we've gone on to Christmas traditions.
I see.
DC. How many kings? Oh, capiche. Oh, don't get me started. On the wise men in the nativity. I've given up. Like young theological Mark was dead set against the wise men not being anywhere near the nativity, and then on Epiphany you could bring the wise men over. It's funny in the United States, obviously there's a lot of Christians and there's a lot of Christians who say they believe everything in the Bible actually happened, right? So it's a whole theological argument, fairly recent, contemporary, actually, in terms of every word's literal. There's no everything else. But all of our nativities are just back-ass wrong. They're just completely wrong. Like, Jesus wasn't born in a barn, right? There may or may not have been animals there, and the wise men were not there. They literally, if you read the book, like just read the story, they come later, like perhaps months later, and visit them in their house. So yeah, I used to, like, in church, and church people hate this kind of stuff. For any young aspiring pastors out there, I'm not like, that's nobody. I'm not talking to anybody. So I used to like hide the wise men and like put them, like 6 feet away, and then like inch them closer until Epiphany, which is January 5th, which is the day we celebrate the wise men coming, presenting the gifts to Christ. But yeah, and there wasn't even 3. We don't know how many there were. There may have been 100. There may have been 2. We have 3, and the Catholic Church named them because that's what the Catholic Church does, because there was 3 gifts. So, but yes, all of my nativities have 3 wise men, and they're all sitting there. And I have a nativity with like white ass Jesus, and it's a beautiful Italian nativity, but yeah, white ass Jesus, blonde hair, blue eyes. Jesus was not. I mean, Jesus was brown, and
God, fuck.
That's just how it was, folks.
You shook up Mino pretty bad there.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm sorry,
that was
Mino.
Perfectly timed.
Some
Mino.
broke some
Tell
truths
us how you
there.
really feel.
Yeah, we want to talk to the manger. Oh, that's good. Yeah.
Mark, my mom also collects nativity scenes. She has
I love them.
a whole bunch of them. She usually will get one from each country we visit. So the house is just filled with them.
Yeah, Zarathi, just to make you, I love the song "We Three Kings." We are singing at my church. I serve a fairly large church. We are singing "We Three Kings," and myself and the choir director and the other pastor, we are dressing up as wise men, and singing "We Three Kings." So this is just what we do. Yeah, Jesus was Jewish. I love Christmas carols. I'm not a big fan of, like, my wife would listen to Christmas music all year long. I'm not a big fan of all the poppy Christmas songs, but I love Christmas carols. I love traditional Christmas carols. That's technically an Epiphany carol, but yeah, I mean, I just love Christmas carols. The old English and French carols especially, I just adore. Black Cloud, you're a big Christmas decorator.
No.
You got any tips?
No.
Follow Black Cloud for more Christmas decorating.
Not my
tips.
forte.
It's a niche. We
have a plastic tree.
Yeah. That's something. Ours isn't up. Oh, 'twas the night before Christmas. No, that's I love. I mean, we've been listening to Christmas music. We watch Christmas movies. I wasn't, everybody's been watching the Jingle Jangle, with great cast.
What is that?
Yeah, it's a Netflix movie about a toy maker, and one of the guys, Key or Peele, I forget which guy, which one it is. The tall one. Who's the taller?
That's Key.
Yeah. So he's in it. He plays the bad guy. Forrest Whitaker kind of plays the protagonist. Mrs. Huxtable's in it. I mean, there's some just great, yeah. That's racist. I can never remember which one is which.
That's racist.
I didn't say they look the
Yep.
same. They don't look the same.
God damn it.
But it's a great cast. But yeah, I mean, it's kind of a musical. But we did not think it is the best thing in the world. But it will probably not become our new favorite Christmas movie. But it was cute. Yeah, kind of about a toy maker who loses his mojo and his granddaughter comes and helps him. Pretty simple stuff, but cute for sure. We've already watched Elf
Oh, goody.
and Grinch. I love Elf.
I don't blame you on Elf. That's a fun one.
Yeah, I love Elf.
Now,
Great movie.
my guilty pleasure Christmas thing I watch every year is the Flintstones Christmas Carol. I love it. I think it's just because like Fred already kind of acts like a Scrooge, so it works that they're doing a play and he plays Scrooge. I don't know. I enjoy it. It's very short. It's only like 30 minutes. I watch it. I'm done and I'm happy. I also like Christmas songs. I really like Green Sleeves. That might be one of my favorites.
Yes, that's my favorite.
Yeah, I really love that one. And Rocking Around the Christmas Tree is a pretty good one. So yeah, I just wanted to throw in some of my things I like to do for the holidays as well. I don't really do the advent calendar thing. I still got to put out my tree. I'll probably do that this weekend as my birthday is next week. It will be on Tuesday. So yeah, I'm going to be another year older very soon. So I got to get this tree up and everything so I don't have to think about it while I'm celebrating that.
Yeah, my wife has a December birthday. She's December 30th, so right after Christmas. Yeah, Die Hard, Home Alone, Die Hard, Gremlins. These are classic Christmas movies. Fargo, is that a Christmas movie? It snows in that movie. Does that count? We were watching something the other day thinking, oh, this is a Christmas movie. It happens during Christmas. We did do a new Thanksgiving tradition. We watched all 10 Thanksgiving episodes of Friends.
Wait, my family does that.
The week of Thanksgiving. I didn't know that was a thing. We own all of Friends. We are a fan of the show. So, but yeah, we sat down, got the DVDs out, and we watched every Thanksgiving episode of Friends. Before Parasite Eve, the best Christmas game. I should download Parasite Eve and play that tomorrow. Get in the Christmas spirit. What a great game. With a not great follow-up. We gotta, I've not been giving anybody a hard time for putting their decorations up or listening to music or watching Christmas movies early. You gotta do whatever you got to do this year to get through this next few months. It's gonna be tough. So whatever you can do, whoever you can spend time with safely, and just to make it a little bit easier. Die Hard is not a Christmas movie. I mean, it feels like a holiday movie. Puts me in the spirit, the giving spirit. Oh goodness! Did Mina win Sudoku? So Saban.
He's great.
That's synergy bias talking. Use them in the next
Nah,
event.
screw
Use them in
that.
the next event, BC.
His animations are lit. That's all that matters.
That's what I thought.
If his buttons are fun to press, then he's good. That's all that matters. That's why Gladio's fun.
He does seem like he's pretty good. So who else is coming? BC has a poll video. BL, you can go to Black Nero on YouTube and watch his Saban poll video. It was pretty intense. He did ticket multi-pulls. So
yeah, I like that.
But they go quick. There's going to be a lot of people without tickets in Japan.
Yep. Mino's dream.
Yeah,
Nobody having tickets.
You burned through some quicker than you thought you did, I bet.
I can't wait for the fucking rant when that comes to GL, because people don't realize multi-pulling tickets not great.
Well, they're not having a gun held to their head to do it either. So
yeah, but I mean, people are dumb.
I mean, gacha games aren't great if you're going to go that route.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, last stream we had together, I said, quit gacha. Don't fucking play this game. Do it. Like, what was it? Was it Hope who was talking about feeling the need to complete content, but then not having the resources to do so, and then like drowning under that? Yeah, gachas are shit.
Zerathi, the Rift Tracks versions of Santa Claus and the Ice Cream Bunny. I have MST3K. What is it? Santa's abducted by the Martians. There's there's a movie in old, Mystery Science Theater where they watch these old terrible movies. Yeah, there's a movie where I forget what it's called, but it's I have the MST3K version of it. Santa Claus versus the Martians. Thank you, Thalassa. Where the Martians kidnap Santa Claus because their children are depressed, and so Santa Claus is trying to Santa Claus is trying to help the Martian children. But also needs to get home for Christmas to get our children, human, children that aren't, damned for all time like Martian children. And so, the Mystery Science Theater version of it is, of course, hilarious. I own all the Rift Tracks, which is the same group of Mystery Science Theater, for the Twilight Saga. And that's the only way I can watch the Twilight movies with the guys from Mystery Science Theater.
I've tried to watch those movies so many times. Like legitimately tried to sit down and watch it all the way through. In high school, you date these girls, and back then that was a fucking craze.
Speak
so
for
they
yourself.
want you to watch the movies. I made it through the first movie. It was really painful, but I couldn't do any of the others.
If I was dating high school girls who were reading Twilight, I would have been in jail. So it did not do that.
Time. God, such a pervert.
I've listened to all the Star Wars, Zerathi Star Wars Rift Tracks are fun. Yeah. But the Twilight series, and if you like Twilight, that's fine. I read all the books. I own all the movies. I love vampire stuff. I wrote a vampire novel. I get it. It is. So it is.
I had a middle school teacher who would read us Twilight.
Line.
I don't know if that was okay. I haven't really thought about that until just now.
Repressed trauma.
Yeah,
was that okay? Should she have been doing that? I was in 6th grade.
This is why BC is the way he is.
Because I read Twilight in 6th grade? Maybe. I mean, maybe that checks out.
That's why he's so angry all the time in his videos. I get it now.
Yeah,
I believe it.
It's not art. I don't.
Blindsided by Twilight. The future's uncertain.
Hey, this is toned down anger. I used to be way angrier.
Why? Why are you so angry?
Oh no, it was just because of the whole sleep apnea for years thing.
Yeah.
Once I started getting sleep, all my friends tell me you're not mean anymore. I'm like, no.
How'd you cut down your sleep apnea?
I got a CPAP machine.
That helps.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
I mean, they say something like 90% of us have sleep apnea. I mean,
I'm pretty fucking sure I have sleep apnea.
It's a big issue.
Like motherfucker.
And you don't feel good if you don't sleep. I mean, that's.
I had it bad though. For someone who was active and young, so I was a very far edge case.
Doctor says I have very narrow airways, or whatever. Throat's small.
Probably happens. It's worth getting checked out. So you just imagine yourself slowly choking out in the middle of the night.
Whatever.
It's not fun.
No, it's not.
I was gonna isekai myself when I was 40 anyways. I don't want to suffer those old age problems.
You keep saying that like it's something you can just do. I don't think that's how that works. I don't think you can.
You have
Isekai
to find the right
yourself,
truck.
right? I mean, isn't that like it has to happen to you? It's
What
not
do you
like
mean? No, a lot of the characters isekai themselves.
Do
Lots.
they? I don't.
Yeah.
How would you know this? I thought you weren't a weeb.
I get told by weebs.
I'm
So
not
you
familiar.
get told the chronicles of how young Japanese men throw themselves in front of buses.
Off buildings and then teleport to their perfect lives.
Jesus, this is
how it
dark.
works.
That's just
how
called
it works.
that's just called suicide, right? I mean,
No, it's called isekai.
there's
now.
no there's no
That's not what it
there's
is.
no guarantee
That's not-
that you're going to a magical fantasy land where you get to
Can
play.
you prove otherwise?
No, but
You
you
can't
can't
prove a
prove the
negative.
other way either. I mean, like it's not.
You gotta have faith, Mark. I thought you would understand. You have to have faith.
Jesus,
I do
Let
have
me look at
faith.
what is the chat saying about this right now.
I'm
Mino has dreams of being a magical girl in another world. Yeah, I believe it.
I just wouldn't encourage anyone to throw themselves in front of a bus.
Yeah, please don't do that.
When I was a younger person, I did see an old woman get hit by a school bus. It's not pleasant. That's all I got to say about it. I mean, I know death doesn't really bother me. I mean, I was with 2 people this week because they died. We had 5 people in our church die this week. Like, it's awful. Death is sad, but like I'm a little bit used to it, so it doesn't like creep me out. I don't think anything negative of it. But getting hit by a bus is rough, so I wouldn't suggest it. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, I've seen people jump off buildings. Been there. Yeah, fires. I've been there. Been on calls. Yeah. Yeah, that's rough. Yeah. Most of the passings this week were older people who had been struggling, but we had one younger person pass away, so and that was unexpected and nice. Unfortunately, there's side effects for this pandemic because all of our hospitals are getting overrun. There's some nominally sick people that don't have COVID that are going to die because of it. So that's an unfortunate. Yeah, we've had quite a few COVID deaths in our community. So I think we've done maybe 20 funerals, COVID related funerals. So yeah, so it's a reality. I mean, hey, 1.5 million people in the world just from COVID, and 275 here in the United States, and there's a lot of other people who have died from other things. So, but long story short, don't get hit by a bus.
Yeah,
there's
please
a lot
don't.
better. There's a lot better ways. Just live your life. Just live your life.
You know what I noticed?
Oops,
A lot of
go
these isekai stories don't start with people dying of illness or natural causes. It's always if they just jump off buildings or
Right.
jump in front of subways.
Because
I don't think that's a healthy message.
no, it's not.
It's a terrible message.
You're onto
Yeah.
something now.
I did, I
Weeds
mean,
are awful. That's what I'm on to.
I
Weeds
mean,
are-
there is a suicide issue in Japan. I mean, this is coming out of Japanese culture, and the rates
because
of
of the isekai animes.
yeah, I don't know if it's their fault, but I know there is a serious suicide problem in our world, obviously, but in Japan specifically, and a rising number of young women committing suicide in Japan. I just read an article about Xenosane Mets Play got COVID. Sorry to
yikes.
hear that.
I saw
Mets
that
Play is a
tweet,
content
yeah.
creator. So
Where's he live?
I don't have it.
I don't know where Mets Play is located, but yeah, yikes.
I
What do you
had
say
2
to that?
masks and goggles on my plane ride.
That's good for you.
Yeah, Mino Capiche is asking if Sword Art Online is Sakai. It is, right? You'd consider that, but that's like a video game
Yes,
thing,
it
right?
is. Yes, it is. Isekai is going to a different world.
towing
It
a
doesn't
line.
require you to get hit by a
It's
truck.
towing
It's just
a
a meme.
line.
Yeah.
It's
No,
towing a
it
line.
is isekai. It literally is.
It's generic isekai. Yeah. Yeah.
There's a term for it in our in like books called portal fantasy, which is where you go to another world. Think like Chronicles of Narnia, etc. And it's just basically the same thing. So if you want to know,
You
the
just
term for it,
ruined Chronicles of
Portal
Narnia for me, Arrow. Thank you. Now I can't ever read that series again.
Yikes.
It gets dark by the end.
Yeah, Narnia is pretty dark.
Yeah.
Narnia is
remember the
very,
movie.
very Christian, right? That's what I was told.
Well, so is Lord of the Rings. But
Right.
yeah, they were friends. C.S. Lewis, Jack Lewis, and Tolkien, John and Jack.
Apparently, C.S. Lewis was the inferior Catholic because.
Well, he wasn't Catholic. That was the problem.
Oh well, yeah.
Tolkien was
disowned him.
Tolkien. Well, how the story goes, Tolkien was a devout Catholic.
Yes.
Like a pre-Vatican II Catholic. Like they shouldn't have gone to English masses. Like it should have stayed in Latin. I mean, he was a intense Catholic, very devout.
Best of the best.
Jack was a writer. C.S. Lewis was a writer, professor. They knew each other. C.S. Lewis, through his relationship with John Tolkien and a few other people, he converted to Christianity, but he didn't convert to Catholicism. He converted to Protestantism. And so John, I mean, they were friends till the day they died, I believe. Yeah, he would have rather that Lewis became.
There was a huge
Catholic.
falling out because Lewis remarried after
Oh yeah.
his wife died or something.
You're
married
right.
Married a widow or something, and Tolkien disowned him forever.
Yeah, there was something like that, right? You're right. Yeah. Is Alice
C.S.
in
Lewis
Wonderland?
didn't cut it.
Yeah. But yes,
Is Alice in Wonderland isekai? Yes, it is.
sure.
The
Yes.
only difference is
He jumped in front of a bus.
the difference, Capiche, is that Western isekai like Alice in Wonderland and Wizard of Oz and Peter Pan, the lesson is there's no place like home. They go to these other worlds and learn that, wait, my old life wasn't so bad after all. They entertain a fantasy.
Right.
Like in Peter Pan, Wendy is like, the actual literary Peter Pan starts with her parents fighting and deciding her future and stuff. And she's like, I never want to grow up. And then Peter Pan comes in and takes her to a land where children never grow up, and it's fucking horrible. And she wants to come back. Not the Disneyfied version. The actual literary version is, I never want to grow up. She goes to see a land where kids don't grow up. It's fucking terrible. And she wants to come back. All the Western ones, Alice in Wonderland, Dorothy from Oz, they want to come back. That is Western isekai. Japanese isekai is, I want to kill myself and go to this new world where everything is better.
Hey, they don't always die on purpose.
So
That's true.
Predator is asking Inuyasha and like Bleach. I mean, is that the same thing or is that different? Like Inuyasha,
Bleach?
like
Bleach, not Bleach.
Yeah, not
Inuyasha, maybe.
You know, somebody mentioned Fushigi Yugi earlier, and yes, that
Too
one
much
would definitely
anime.
count.
Guys, stop! I don't know all this anime.
Stop lying, Mino.
Stop it.
we know
Dude,
you know
that's a
everything.
plastic
Make it stop.
one.
Jesus.
We know
If you
you
know
all
the
of
word
Okay, but I
isekai,
want to
you're a
point
weeb.
out, guys,
You're a
I do
weeb.
want to point out, I do want to say something
I can't
about
wait
Peter
for our
Pan. That book is
content
messed up, yo. Like, people should read that book one time because Peter and Peter is messed up. That's all I gotta say. I read that book as a kid, and I was terrified.
Peter Pan's a sociopath. Oh yeah, like
Yeah, I mean, the whole point. This is
He
why I
was
hate
messed
Disney.
up.
This is why I hate Disney. I dated this girl who loved Peter Pan because of the notion of you never grow up. And it's just, that's a bad message. Disney, that's not the message. Disney took it in the opposite direction. The whole point was, in the books, when you don't grow up, you don't learn anything. And the whole point was, when she goes to visit that fucking horror show of a world, Peter Pan and the Lost Boys, who don't grow up, they don't learn consequences. They don't remember anything. They refuse to grow up, which means refusing to learn how to take responsibility for things and learning how to think things through. So, for example, like, oh, they have this little hole to get into the hideout for the Lost Boys, and you have to be like a very little kid to get through. And Peter Pan doesn't age, but all the kids he kidnaps to those fucking lands do. And so when they get too big to fit through the hole, he, in his childlike innocence, thinks, oh, well, I'll just use my knife and cut them thinner so they can fit through. And that ends up killing them. And the whole point is, like, it's really fucking, like, I don't know, like, Disney's some shit, man. That's the actual Peter Pan story. The point is,
Lightning comes to the real world at the end of Lightning Returns. Spoilers. I don't know if that's true or not. I didn't play it. So is that reverse Isekai?
Who's
The
asking
less
me
is
this?
Disney needs to do a movie about drugs. Could you elaborate on that?
Yeah,
Egg?
it's
'Cause
called
I don't know what that
Alice.
means.
It's called Alice in Wonderland. Have you ever watched Alice in Wonderland, the Disney version? That is
That's drugs.
that is all drugs.
That's a good point.
That is all drugs. You have to be. I mean, Fantasia. Fantasia's probably pretty good on drugs. You have to admit, but
I've heard that actually. My
Alice in
brother-in-law told
Wonderland,
me that Fantasia's amazing on drugs.
Alice in Wonderland's some trippy stuff, and I love the book. I love Through the Looking Glass and Alice in Wonderland, but the movie is an acid trip. There were people on drugs when they did that movie, for sure.
Scene
100%.
when Dumbo gets drunk.
Oh yeah, that era. That was
That
rough.
happens? I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was
Dumbo
rough.
gets drunk.
movies.
That was rough. Yeah, Dumbo, Peter Pan. There's some problematic scenes in those films. The crows in Dumbo, the natives in Peter Pan. That's problematic.
Son of a bitch! Fuck this game. I hate Sudoku. I
I
quit.
love Fantasia. Yeah, Fantasia's great. Fantasia 2, not so much. Fantasia's great. Yeah. Yeah, maybe better than all the weird dark ass cartoons that that existed when I was growing up. The Last Unicorn and Secret of Nim and Black Cauldron. I don't know how.
Secret of Nim. I don't remember it, but I
Oh,
remember
man.
reading
My
it. in
God,
It's
that
elementary-
movie
dark.
is
I read it in
terrifying.
elementary school, and I was
Dark.
like, "This is good." Like,
Watership Down. It's
Watership Down. No,
Black
that's-
I read that
Cauldron is
book.
also so freaky.
Yeah, Black Cauldron.
Yeah,
is-
I've read that book, and I've also read Nim, and they're both really messed up. I love them though; they were really good books when I read.
Yeah, the Black
them in middle
Cauldron,
school.
or
Super
the
messed up.
the fantasy series Black Cauldron is based on is excellent. The author was not a fan of the movie. I like the movie a lot. I love Black Cauldron. But it's
The
like
movie
it's
was so freaky.
it's dark for
it gave
Disney.
me nightmares as a
like
kid.
it's super
Smart.
dark.
I love the animation in Black Cauldron,
Yeah.
but I have read the actual series of books, and I read those first and then watched the movie when I was much older, and it does not do the books
No, right.
any justice whatsoever. It is absolutely a bastardization, and there is no kinder way to say it than that. They tried to put the first two books together,
In 80
and that
minutes.
was an awful mess because
Right.
the main messages from both books are missed, and it's awful.
No, right. It's a sprawling fantasy series, and the movie is an 80-minute movie. So yeah, the author of the series completely disowned it. But I still enjoy the movie. It's trippy for what it is.
Yeah, Don Bluth's a great animator, and the movie is
Yeah.
definitely great for that. But I have to say, it is telling, and I just can't forgive it for that because it is that awful. Like, it really does miss the mark, especially for the actual Black Cauldron story of the series. The second book completely misses it. It is awful. Anyone who's probably read the actual books, if you want to chime in about it, you can, because I bet you probably would agree. I've also read the Neverending Story,
Yeah.
Emerald Bard. I know I've read a lot of these books, but Neverending Story is pretty messed up too. You guys should read that one if you get the chance.
Never-ending Story. Oh, we just watched that not too long ago. Never-ending Story.
all this anime talk. I don't know if I want to stream Danganronpa tomorrow.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Let's do it.
It's fine with me.
Anime. I hate anime. Wait, is your brother streaming? Are we actually doing it tomorrow?
Probably. We are probably streaming tomorrow.
Probably which one? What do we have? Oh, I'm probably streaming tomorrow.
Yes. Unless you don't want to.
I don't get off work till when's my last meeting? I work tomorrow. Oh, you work tomorrow too.
So I should download the second game tomorrow on Steam here and play it.
Don't do it. It
Yes.
sucks.
2 is great.
You said 2's your favorite, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I think two's probably. Man, I like 3 a lot too, but I think two's probably the best.
Well, we'll see. Maybe I'll download it and we'll play it on the computer.
Don't do it.
as opposed
It's
to
a
my
trap.
phone.
Don't do it. It's.
I liked the first one. I played the first one. I thought it was
Don't
fun.
do it.
It was nice. It was something different. You know, it was nice to have something
Mm-hmm.
a little different.
If you like visual novels, do Summer Memories on Steam. I just finished that one. It's pretty good.
I'm not gonna do Summer Memories.
There's
on
a
Steam.
rated G version.
There's a rated
Okay.
G version.
As long as you
Oh.
don't install the 18 plus patch, it doesn't become inappropriate.
I'm still waiting for something
That's a
horrible.
big if.
I'm still waiting for something horrible to happen to Guitar. Why aren't you streaming Guitar Girl? That's what you should be
Oh,
streaming.
I gotta fucking download it and transfer my account and stuff.
Oh. Hey Lonnie, how you doing, everybody? We're in the post show, but check out Lonnie, another streamer from down under. We were just talking about Vegemite earlier, so are you pro Vegemite, Lonnie? Anti Vegemite?
Fine. I'll go pull first.
Good, okay. Apparently, everybody in Australia loves Vegemite. So,
what is Vegemite? It sounds.
I don't know what it is.
It is a yeast based. So it's they take like brewer's yeast and make like a paste. I mean, it kind of like, imagine Nutella. Y'all know what like Nutella is, right?
Yeah.
So imagine black as ink Nutella that tastes like yeast and vegetables.
First of all, not only does it sound insanely disgusting, but
You
it
don't-
sounds
you
like
do not-
peasant food.
You
It's
do
like
not eat it. Like,
it's like Spam, right? The people who say they like Spam
I love
are
Spam.
the lowest
Oh,
class of people.
I
Oh, I
love
mean,
Spam.
never mind. That's forget what I said. Then
I
Mark.
love Spam. Oh man, fried Spam?
Gross.
That's classy.
Gross.
So
Classy.
fucking gross. You gotta
I have never eaten Spam before.
Oh, then
sick. Spam was
good.
made for this. Gross.
it's racist. What that
That's
is.
why.
man.
That's why spam is a bad word on the internet. It's
Mm.
just pointless filler. No nutrition. No nothing. It's just there. That's why when you spam a chat room, you're just filling it with things that have no meaning or importance.
So yeah, so
Gross.
you do not take a spoonful of Vegemite and eat it. You scrape it thinly over toast or crackers and eat it there with something salty. And somebody's saying with cheese? Spam or Vegemite?
Oh yes, I got 6,000 gems. Time to pull.
Oh,
Savings
you
up.
butter the bread and then you put the Vegemite on. Oh, okay. Well, somebody send me somebody send me a thing of Vegemite, and we'll do a Vegemite unboxing taste test on stream here.
Hey, are you actually setting up a Patreon, Mark?
I may. I'll look at it tomorrow. I haven't had time to look at it. I've been working pretty busy, but tomorrow's my day off, so I'll be down here with the boys as they're doing school. So I'll check. Ooh, are we doing JP?
Why are there 500 fucking notice? I hate this game.
Do your Saban. Have you done your Saban polls?
I'm gonna do
3
them
polls?
right fucking now.
Awesome. We can't end the stream yet then.
AP just reminds me how much I hate this game. It's only tolerable because oh whoops, I gotta collect gems.
I may look at Patreon and see what that will entail. Lonnie, I got Lightning's LD in 39 tickets and got Edge's EX, which is good because that was the only one I was missing. So good time.
I did the multis, but I hate lightning, and I got 3 power stones out of it, and I am totally okay with that.
But I will be doing, the Vegemite. I mean, if you want to send me Tim Tams, I'll eat those on stream too. But the Vegemite thing is yet to be determined. What I will be doing is an unboxing video when the Squex DissidiaFFOO blind boxes come. So I've ordered 2 cases of the Squex blind box figures, the Play Arts figures. I think that's what they're called. So 2 cases is 20, I think. So I will do an unboxing of those figures, and then we may give some of those away. So anybody wants to lay claim to Arrow already laid claim to his Zidane, so
Yes, but I wasn't actually trying to. I was just saying, like, I wish I could have bought it on my own, and then you offered. So if you're serious about that, yeah, maybe I'll have to take that off your hands. But I understand if we are going to do a giveaway, totally, that is the priority, are the fans.
oh yeah, we're not giving all of them away. I'm just saying. I assume there's going to be some extras. I bought them. So.
Yeah, I know we were talking about doing a giveaway potentially for some of them. So
yeah, I thought it'd be something fun that we might be able to do. You know, you can ship things around the world a little easier than sometimes. So I thought it might be okay. And what they come in, if you're not familiar with, it is actually, you know, there's not a lot of default. Oh, nice. Gladiolus LD for Mino on his pull there. So Gladio 35 and LD. That's nice.
I hate this game.
But yeah, no saving. Gotta work up saving. Gotta do some more content.
For 50 hours. I don't even know how people play JP and then also possibly GL. You guys have too much free time. Fucking
Agreed.
At least you can read. That's my problem. I'd consider like actually doing it, but I can't get past the, you know, not knowing what anything says half the time and not knowing what button I should press. And I know you probably get used to it after a while, but you got to
try. And it's just like there's so much to catch up on, and I just don't have the energy to want to do it.
Rez, you should totally do it. Then you can do double the pull videos.
No.
Mina's right. Double the pull videos.
No, I'm because you love pulling. Right?
You could do
I
collaborations.
don't love pulling. I mean, it's fun, but like
Black Cloud.
it's not like I'm looking to pull more. I already play 3 gachas.
I mean, fair, but I figure you're like Mark, who says that he, in the downtime of DFFOO, he installs random gachas just to scratch his pull.
Oh my god!
I do. Are
you saying you're not like that?
Definitely don't. I definitely don't do that.
I've played thousands.
I do get like an itchy pull finger, but usually there's something going on in one of my gachas where I can pull, but I've never downloaded a game just to pull something from it. The last time I pulled on JP was when Terra came out, and I already increased my equipment to the max because I didn't want to deal with like MLBing or selling any of it because I didn't have enough resources to do it. And so once I got to that point, I was like, I don't want to deal with this anymore, and just stopped.
Maybe I'll download Brave Exvius tomorrow and see if I can get Neo Ferris CG.
See, the problem with FFRK, I don't know how Arrow plays that fucking game. You need to
play casually, man.
50 new quests to do a multi-pull. Like, that is not fun.
Nobody pulls on those full mithril banners if you are free to play. I only pull on discount banners. Brian, some call me Brian, does the same thing. That's how you do it. There's so much content to do. There is no excuse to like just be chill about it. I've played it for like a year now, like off and on, and I gotta tell you, man, you can just coast like for a long time on like some of those free pulls because they are insane. That's what all I do is just coast on free pulls. And I finally am at the very start of end game, and I'm not gonna be all hardcore about it. If I don't get to the very end of the game, I don't care. I'm not there to beat all the content. So I am there just to enjoy playing all those random characters and just challenge. You know, the fights that I can beat are getting challenging finally. So it's a little interesting. And it gives me something else to just daily for. It's really easy to daily every day on it. You can literally auto all of it. So it's just a really easy background game. That's why I went back to it.
I hate it.
I should re-download my FFRK and see, do some pulls there. What do you use to play? Oh yeah, go ahead.
No, you do it.
I actually have it. Wasn't working. I don't know what's going on. I'll have to play with it. I have Elgato game capture. So I hook when I stream Defo. I hook it right to my phone, and so it's a capture card that hooks to my phone. But are you using Nox or are you using Stacks? BlueStacks. He's using BlueStacks here. It says it right there in the corner. I can see it. So Mino's using BlueStacks. A lot of people use Nox.
I use phone.
How do they expect me to do this with no breaks?
Yeah, I use my phone.
It's impossible.
I don't know if I can even. I don't know if I can reconnect.
Oh my god! What kind of friend unit is this? I'm so upset.
Reconnect my
let's restart that
FFRK.
one. Wait, I hate this game. Nice friend unit. It came in with nothing. I hate this game. How am I supposed to do this without taking a break? Hold on. This is
Eternal Sienna.
Real end game.
Wait, what is this, Arrow?
Eternal Sinia. I've talked about it a few other times. It's literally like one of those games where you press the screen. I highly recommend you get the thingy where you just pay like $10 and you can just hold the button down and your character attacks monsters. And then there's like boss battles and you can use your skills and stuff on them. It is really basic and simple. If you want to try it out, it's on Android and iOS, I believe. I have it on iOS. I don't know if it's on Android for sure, but I think it is.
I have not played this. I don't know.
Hey, Mark, are you still playing that little Guitar Girl idol game?
Yes. Yes.
I was wondering, is it actually an interesting story at any point? Is it getting?
Yes.
Okay, I'll take your word for it.
Stop lying.
There is potential. I'm pretty sure she's going to get murdered, and then I will have to play another character to figure out who murdered her. There may be rape involved. I'm pretty sure her homeroom teacher
Why do you
is gonna
always go there, Mark? That is inappropriate for this family stream.
as Mino's like sending me texts.
Yeah,
with,
in private.
with messages from the game, like I don't know what this homeroom teacher is doing, but I'm really creeped out.
In private.
No, it's a sweet game. I mean, it's just an idle game, and I mean, it's really basically just a resource management game, but the music is kind of good. It's cool guitar music. It's kind of a chill, you can just like listen to it as you go to bed. But yeah, I mean, the story, it's a weird, I've never really played like I guess you'd call it like a visual novel via text messages. So I know there's a kind of genre like that. But I mean, it's cute. I mean, seemingly harmless.
Something weird is going on with that homeroom teacher.
Like if you read into it, then like we do, then there's a lot of weird, like potential murder, and I'm pretty sure Joy is the kind of friend that's your best friend. I'm pretty sure she's the kind of friend who might kill someone if they get too close to you. Like she's really intense. But yeah, there's some drama. There was a couple days ago that I was playing it, it's spaced out kind of weird. So you'll go a few days, I don't play it really intensely. You'll go a few days without like getting any story updates, and then you'll get like jammed filled with story. And so there was some like heavy drama, like Joy disappeared, you didn't hear from her for several days, and you're like, what is happening? You're like, is Joy dead? Did someone kill her? Did she kill herself? Am I going to get a text message from the cat with Joy hanging from a noose somewhere? So that didn't happen. But I mean, it pulls you in like Twilight. I mean, it's like Twilight. There's vampires probably yet, so.
It sounds wild. There's so much going on. What the heck? It's just an idle game. Why do they do that?
It's a charming little game.
It's not even an idle game.
Yeah, you have to tap. You
have to pay
okay.
to put her in like bikinis and stuff.
Yeah, well, I don't think that's an option, but if you want the Santa Claus outfit, then that's premium content.
Mino, why are you bringing that friend unit again?
I'm not going to use it.
Why are you bringing that?
I hate this game. This game is like, I get what Rez is saying. You're so overwhelmed with how much shit you have to fucking like. This is why whenever I play an MMO or a gacha, I have to start from day one, because if you jump in like 3-4 years later, it's just so much shit you got to do.
But your approach to it when you join late is kind of different. Like you can be very casual. I've learned this now after playing Record Keeper. I don't even stress about a great majority of the content. I really don't. I just do it whenever. Like I beat whatever I can. there's plenty of times I can't beat everything. I just go, I don't care. I'm still having fun. That's how, like, I imagine a lot of people coming in late that are casual on this game. That's how they treat it too. So, and with MMOs, you don't stress. I used to play MMOs. And when I didn't join day one, I didn't stress. I just played it at my own pace with my friends or whatever. So I don't understand this whole thing. Like, it's too much to do. I don't think of it like that. I just kind of play, and you play it at your own pace and enjoy yourself.
So if I go in to Record Keeper now, what are my free pull options, Arrow?
They should be giving you tickets for Black Friday pulls. You just missed out on the November the other November free pulls that we had. But there's probably going to be December ones. I don't know. It just always feels like you get some sort of free banners to pull on every month, which is cool. So I never complain.
Let me do my Black Friday pull here. Let's see what we get here.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I got 3 6 stars, so that's
they guarantee you that
nice.
on I think each of them. So it's really nice. So it's like you're guaranteed 30 6-star gears over the course. I don't know. I pulled 5 today, 5 different things.
Oh wait, something's happening.
Oh snap! You got did one of them like Dr. Mog come out? This. Yeah, you got a level 7 gear. Then is what that means.
Oh, fancy.
Yeah, super fancy.
Oh, is it Kane?
Oh, that'd be dope. He's pretty good.
Oh, it is Kane. Yeah, the Gale blog spear.
I don't know what that is, but it sounds good.
What kind of thing does that equip? The soul break. What kind of soul break is that?
I don't remember. And if it has the S on it,
yeah.
Those are like the new tier gear. They're pretty good.
Deal 15 jump, lightning, and non-elemental attacks to one target. Temporarily grant the user major empowered infusion for lightning. Temporarily grant the user sync mode, which is new abilities. Increase the user's level cap break by 1 and cause every third lightning ability used by the user to trigger the follow-up ability Spark Spear. What? It's still going. Dealing ranged physical damage. Wow, this game is
DFFOO in a couple of years.
This game has changed. Oh, I got Saban's 6-star. His his awakening, I guess.
Yes, those are really good too because you get unlimited skill uses of a certain
Sarah,
type.
Final Fantasy 1 Sarah.
Ah, shit! I got level 1.
So I guess I got So is that the only free pull I got?
For right now, you'll get another ticket tomorrow. Yeah, you kind of missed out. Like I said, they had this other set where we had 6 pulls, and you were guaranteed like 1, I think, 6-star off of each one at least. Most of the time, you know somewhere in there you get maybe 2 or 3 on a pull. Like today, I had 5 rainbow, and 3 of them, of course, were level 6, and then 2 of them were level 5. But it was all stuff I didn't have. So it was like, cool, I got a bunch of stuff I didn't have. That's how I play the game. I honestly, if you're gonna play Record Keeper, don't play it expecting to reach end game like ever. Like I don't even know where I'm at because honestly, there's just so much to do. I don't rush through any of it. I just play a little bit here every day. I swear, maybe at most I give it an hour when I actually sit down and play the game. Outside of that.
What's my Cane? My Cane is only level 80, so that's not a good start.
What the fuck, my Cane?
Hey, you can still wear that fancy gear though, Mark, and they can go to 99 now.
I have his Super Soul Break. I have his regular Soul Break, and I have his Ultra Soul Break. It's not a good list. Cloud, I got like 40 Cloud weapons. I got Renoa here. Obviously, she's my favorite character. I have her Overdrive, I have her Chain, I have her Burst, and I have her Super Soul Break. Yeah, so I think I have like 6 Cloud weapons. Where's Cloud?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of the gear I had when I first started, I don't even use anymore for the most part because it's really outdated nowadays. But I noticed in Record Keeper, the game likes giving me characters I give no care about. So of course I have like Renoa, and she's like amazing. Of course I have Lightning Sync. I don't care about Lightning. It's like, and then I just pull like, who else did I got? I got like all these just random characters like Theodore. I'm like, I don't care about Theodore. And what do I got? Like everything for that guy. I don't understand. It's just like Record Keeper just gives me characters I don't care about, but I don't even care. It's like whatever's best, I'm going to use it in Record Keeper. You can't be picky.
I have 10 different weapons for Barts in Record Keeper. I mean, I did play Record Keeper for several years, right? Like, I did a podcast for it. So, I mean, obviously. So, I did play pretty consistently. But yeah, I have 10 different weapons for Barts. That's a lot.
Yeah, you played for years, man. I wish you guys would go back and cover some FFRK.
Yeah. Well, Arrow would have to do that. I have no idea. Only 10. Only 10 weapons, right? Well, I haven't played for how many years? 2 years.
Yeah, it's changed a lot because it changed a lot over the year I've been playing. I was like, when they introduced all this new weapon crap, I was like, okay, I guess. And maybe we could do a Record Keeper episode as a for fun episode one day. I know how we did like that stream for Thanksgiving. We could. What there was also that other idea we had, Mark. You know, the one that we wanted to do the list thing about. I don't want to go any further than that to spoil our fans too bad. But did you want to maybe do that one day?
I don't remember what we're talking about.
You remember we wanted to compile a certain kind of list?
Oh yeah.
Certain data.
Yes. Yeah, that might be interesting to do. I don't know when a good time to do that would be. Yeah, maybe it would be more interesting after what would you say after it's getting late. After these kind of Hell Month Lufanias.
Yeah, I figured we'd probably do it after Christmas. It's the holidays and everything, so everybody's kind of busy.
Wait, are you guys not doing it? Wait, why didn't you guys cover Gladio in today's episode?
Gladio's great. Good night, Inc. Tonberrytroupe.com. Yeah. Gladio. Post-show Gladio. Gladio's great. You should have pulled him. You probably did. So why are we talking about him? You press buttons. You press buttons.
Did we not talk about him last week? I thought we did.
No, we didn't.
Talked about. You guys said to treat this as somebody's only source of info for DFFOO. I skipped right over goddamn Gladio.
And the podcast got a Gladio Should You Pull, where I went into great detail over his kit, more so than I normally do, just for that reason. And it got sent out to the podcast, and it was on YouTube, and so everybody who listens to the podcast heard all about Gladio, so they
we said
okay.
The greatest strength of the podcast was getting all the different opinions to weigh in.
There are no different opinions.
You were hearing your perspective, right? That's biased.
It was biased. He's great. Everybody thinks he's great. Nobody said Gladio's not great. So every once in a while, we used to skip weeks every once in a while. So
What are we, a variety show? You need to go into in-depth on how he's better than Warrior of Light and who's going to replace him and who to use him with.
Yep.
How to maximize. Don't use him with lightning if you can help it, because she makes sure the enemy doesn't get turns, and he'll use up all his counters before you can fucking do it. It's a bad combo. Yeah, deep dive into that. Enemy phase character versus player phase characters. They're fucking opposites. A lot of people fucking up in this stupid Lufania.
Well, I said skip the entire month. Oh,
that's true.
Yeah, he skipped this whole month. I mean, honestly, I didn't pull for him. And I don't think I'm going to need him, so I'm going to leave it there.
You filthy hipster.
No, I really didn't want to pull for him. He's my least favorite Choco Bro, too. And I kind of wanted to wait for Saban LD. That thing looks pretty good. I don't want to pull on the banner twice.
Is it very late to start playing FF14? Is it not going to end soon? I noticed one of you is playing that. Who is playing that?
It's not me. I can tell you that much.
It's not me.
I banned myself from MMOs. Sorry, guys. I won't play them. I get too addicted very, very easily.
I said wow on stream, so it's not me.
All right. Well, I think we're going to call this the post show for today. We will get this out so you can listen to it later. Thank you all for sticking around. Really appreciate it. Thank you, Mino, for streaming some stuff. Rez, Black Cloud, Inkwelder were here, as well as Arrow Crease, myself, and Mina. So, hey, we'll all catch you next week where we'll talk all kinds of good stuff about Camelot. Until then, talk to you later.